Kool-Aid Jammers and Team Elmo. Welcome to Furlough Friday video number 3.
Oh, look! Here comes a whole school of monsters!
Oh, yeah!
Today's video is going to be about everyone's favorite topic, thesis statements. That's right, thesis statements for our 5-paragraph essays. Remember, a thesis statement is the main idea of your essay. So you see the number 1 in your guided notes. A thesis statement is, everybody? That's right. A thesis statement is the main idea of your essay. Number 2. A thesis statement consists of an although statement, a main idea, and 3 reasons. For example, although the princess loves the man in the arena and Frank Stockton's Lady and the Tiger, the princess will ultimately choose the tiger because she hates the woman behind the door. She has a jealous personality and she's also barbaric. So you see there, the main idea is that the princess would choose the tiger. That's what my whole essay is going to be about. The although statement shoots down the opposing side. So I give the opposing argument, right? Although the princess loves the man, then I present my idea. The princess will choose the tiger. That's the main idea. And then I give the 3 reasons. Because she's jealous, because she's barbaric, and because she hates the lady behind the door. Why are we spending so much time on thesis statements, might you ask? Well, thesis statements help organize your paper and it guides your thoughts so that the reader knows exactly what you're going to be talking about. Oh, and don't forget, the main idea of your thesis statement, the main point, it must take a stance. So we're not going to argue both sides. We're not going to be wishy-washy. We're not going to say something that everyone already knows. You need to take a stance, make an argument, and the rest of your paper is going to prove why you are correct. Take a look at the concept map on the first page of your packet for an example of how to write a good thesis statement. Looking at the concept map, it says, Hawaii is considering raising the driving age. Write an essay convincing the state to keep the driving age at 16. So your job is to write a persuasive essay to persuade lawmakers, anyone reading your paper, that the legal age for driving should be 16. If you look at the concept map, right, the main idea, the central idea has to be about driving age. You want it to stay at 16. The 3 branches coming off it are different reasons: school, work, and home. What would your main idea be? Let's come up with that first. Your main idea would be the driving age should stay at 16. That's your main idea. That's what your paper is going to be about. What are your reasons for that? Well, the driving age should stay at 16 because students need to get to school, they need to be able to drive themselves to work, and they also need to be able to get transportation home when no one is around to give them a ride. Right? So it's already all set up for you that way. So your main idea and then your 3 reasons. But let's not forget about that although statement. So why would someone come up with a reason against driving? Maybe you could say something like, although in the United States people aren't legally adults until they're 18, right? So that would be an argument maybe why people would say you shouldn't drive at 16 because you're not an adult yet. For everything else, you have to be 18. I mean, not the strongest argument, and in the rest of your paper you're going to prove it wrong. So why not, give them their say now, and then you're going to show why you're right, and you have much better reasons than the other side. The final thesis on this topic will be something like, although the legal age of adulthood in the United States is 18, we should keep the driving age at 16 because students need to be able to get to school, work, and drive themselves home. And continuing on, if we outline this 5-paragraph essay, of course we'll start with an introduction, and then our body paragraphs will just be the 3 reasons we discussed in our thesis. So you see, if you put your thesis at the end of your introduction, the reader will know exactly what your essay will be about and be able to be more receptive to your ideas. So body paragraph 1 will be about how the driving age being 16 is essential for you getting to school. Body paragraph number 2 is going to be about how the driving age should be 16 so that students can get to work. Body paragraph number 3 is going to be about why the driving age should stay at 16 so that students can get home from work and school. Now it's your turn to try it on the next 2 examples. So for the next 2 topics and concept charts, do the same thing we did, using the main idea, the 3 reasons, and then coming up with your own although statement to come up with a good thesis statement. When you do that, then you'll have your 3 body paragraphs as well, so you can outline your essay. Pause right now and do number 4 and 5 in your packet. Oh, and one more thing. Where do thesis statements go in your essay? Well, if you're trying to be really clear and organized, your thesis statement should go at the end of your introduction. Because after you hook the reader in, you want to tell them exactly what your essay will be about. Another place your thesis is going to go is at the beginning of your conclusion, because the conclusion sums up your idea and kind of expands on them. In your conclusion, you want to restate your thesis one more time to sum up and make really clear what your ideas are regarding the topic. Alright, now I think you're ready to edit and revise a whole new set of thesis statements using what you just did. So let's look at these examples. All of them have something wrong with them. Either they don't have an although statement, they don't have a clear main idea, or they're lacking 3 good supporting reasons. Number 7, the Golden State Warriors are the best basketball team because they are fun to watch, they're young, and they play in the best city. This is all true, of course, but there's something wrong with this thesis statement. Number 8, although we want as much learning time as possible, I believe students need longer passing times. Number 9, although it can look funny, jerking is popular, difficult to do, and can look good when done right.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk. 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 You're a jerk.
No boy.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
No boy.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
No boy.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
No
You're
boy.
a jerk. Jerk. Jerk.
Jerky.
Jerk. Jerk.
Number 10, there are both advantages and disadvantages to certain restrictions on free speech. Developing a thesis is the first step in making a strong, dramatic argument. Dramatic like a chipmunk. Or maybe even a lawyer someday.
Was he crazy? Yeah, they come in saying something. Would you rather have